Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament Season 2. For match 33, we've got the Paldean Elite Four Rika going up against the Pokemon Professor Elm. Also, it's me, your host, DeltaTDS. I forgot to say that, but I'm sure you knew already. Rika, I think, is like a fan favorite. I don't know, I've never beaten Pokemon Violet, but Elm, everyone knows Elm. Elm's the professor from Johto. We can see that Rika's team is ground type focused while Elm's is Johto focused, clearly. Rika's got the Clodsire as her ace, Elm has the Meganium as his ace, and once these trainers are ready, we're going to see who's going to be taking game number 1. Rika's starting off with the Dugtrio and the Quagsire, Elm starting off with the Meganium and the Weavile. Weavile, a popular lead. In fact, the fastest fake out user in Pokemon Champions. Meganium gonna Mega Evolve, Quagsire goes Terra Fighting. Weavile actually going triple Axle into Dugtrio. Solar Beam doing 87% to Quagsire. Rock Slide does 87% to Weavile. And Rika sends out the Mamoswine. Quite a lot of damage dealt in one turn. Meganium goes for Protect, Triple Axle finishes off Quagsire. Avalanche into that Protect, and Rika sends out the Clodsire. It's currently 4v6 right now. Weavile's on low health, Meganium's chilling. Probably not from an Ice Shard like that. Ice Shard takes out the Weavile. Solar Beam just takes out the Mamoswine. Gunk Shot misses the Meganium. Elm's gonna send out the Ursaluna as Rika sends out the Sandaconda. Solar Beam taking out the Sandaconda. Earthquake from the Ursaluna takes out the Clodsire. And it's just that Whiscash remaining. Rock Slide not gonna flinch the Meganium. It gets taken out from Solar Beam. And Elm takes game number 1 with 5 Pokemon remaining. That Meganium putting in a lot of work. And also Rika's ground type, but it's about time Meganium got some, spotlight. Everyone's been shitting on it since it first released with Gold and Silver, saying, oh, it's the worst starter. But look at it now. It's got one hell of an ability. It's got 1 turn Solar Beam. It's got 66% heal synthesis. It's got Fire type Weather Ball that can never be put out by rain. Anyway, with my tangent aside, we didn't see anything from Rika's Dugtrio or that Sandaconda. We only saw like 1 to 2 moves from her Pokemon and the Terra Fighting from the Quagsire. And then we saw nothing from the Typhlosion, Togekiss, Electivire. Yeah. We are back on the field for game number 2. And we can see quite a few new Pokemon. We see the Feraligatr, Porygon Z, Yanmega, and Farigiraf on Elm's team, while we see the Camerupt on Rika's team. Once these trainers are ready, we can begin game 2 and see if Rika can bring this to a game number 3. Elm starting off with Feraligatr and Weavile. Rika is sending out the Whiscash and the Camerupt. Elm decided not to bring Meganium to give Rika a fighting chance. Switching out to the Clodsire, Triple Axle misses that Whiscash. Liquidation hits the Water Absorb on Clodsire as Whiscash goes for Dragon Dance. Switching out to the Quagsire, taking 14, 32, and 47% from that Quagsire, or if it's from that Triple Axle. Whiscash goes for Dragon Dance, takes a Liquidation for 87% and reveals to have those leftovers. Whiscash is super fast right now, but on low speed, or low health. Switching out to the Farigiraf, Rock Slide does 31 to 33% to Elm's Pokemon, while another Rock Slide does 40% to Farigiraf and 24 to Feraligatr, thanks to a crit on that Farigiraf. Rika sends out the Dugtrio now, spamming Rock Slides, hoping to get a paralysis. Liquidation takes Dugtrio down to the Sash. Twin Beam takes out the Dugtrio. Rock Slide will finish off that Feraligatr, making it 4v5 right now, as Rika sends out the Camerupt and Elm sends out the Porygon Z. Farigiraf goes for Protect, Porygon Z goes for Z conversion, getting an Omni boost, as well as going Psychic type, taking a Heat Wave for 33%, taking a Rock Slide for 32%. Farigiraf chewing the Guaberry, did it not? Oh wait, did heal up? Did it? Yeah, it did. Twin Beam takes out the Quagsire. Psychic does 75% to Camerupt. Heat Wave does 35% to Farigiraf and misses that Porygon Z. Rika's gonna send out the Clodsire now. Clodsire going Terra Flying, taking a Psychic for 53%. Twin Beam does a critical hit to Camerupt, taking it out. Gunk Shot does 29% to Porygon Z, leaving it on 6%. And Rika's gonna send out the Mamoswine as her last Pokemon. Ice Shard with the crit takes out the Porygon Z. Hyper Voice does 17% to Clodsire, 45% to Mamoswine. Gunk Shot misses the Farigiraf. And Elm sends out the Typhlosion. Eruption takes out Mamoswine. Hyper Voice finishes off Clodsire. And Elm, with 4 Pokemon remaining, takes game number 2, which means he is our winner for match number 33. He will be going on to round 2, where he'll be facing off against Tyson from the anime. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be seeing the Paldean Gym Leader Tulip going up against the Pokemon Trainer Silver. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.